this summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at them as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you want to make sure that on an opening drive that you at least stay out there for a while and get into the flow of the game. A 3-and-out would have been problematic, but that's a good throw there to ensure they get another set of downs.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And looking to throw, Penix. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Falcons at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends no...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Nick Folk for the point after.
Tanner, what's good, my boy?
It's good.
Hey, Tanner, I just won a Super Bowl yesterday. Tanner, I won the first Super Bowl yesterday. Tanner, I won a Super Bowl yesterday.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, I beat Toxic ass and made him lead the fucking chat. He blew Day out in a championship game. I had the Seahawks, he had the Patriots. Let's just say 48-21. Bye.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yes. Go back and look at it. Called Bang versus Everybody Super Bowl. Facts.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people...
Hey, and the nigga was up 14-0. He was up 14-0. The game before that, I played Lethal. Lethal was up, beating me. I beat him. Lando was up, and I beat Lando. I beat 3 niggas, bro. Won my bowl.
The play fake. Now Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards.
That's crazy. I ain't get the first.
Looking to throw, Penix. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws.
I ain't intentional grounding, bro. Ain't no receiver over there. There's no fucking receiver over there.
Strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stopped him for no gain.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Here's Penix. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
To the air, Penix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. Looking end zone, but it's
Why he did that? He should let him pick the ball. That's a clean pick, bro.
Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On the bootleg, it's Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him.
I hate that on 4th down, bro. Like, we had to pick the previous play, and now you do the same shit, and now the nigga just find a gap. Can't get the sack. Can't stop the play, bro. Y'all niggas tighten up, bro. Man.
And it's now 14-0. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Oh, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Panthers first down.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Panthers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
And 11 at the 44-yard line.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Complete, it's Dodson. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10.
32-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Penix. Caught out left side by Robinson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
5 yards on the play. That's another Falcons first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's caught left side with tight end Pitts. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now look at him go. And he will bring this one back.
What the fuck everybody talking about? Hello, Shad. Hello. Oh.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now your brother missing. Nah, he just see that what Shaw bitch ass do. He want to be a fucking cheerleader so bad. I beat his boyfriend Toxic last night. That's your god brother, your new step brother, whoever the fuck he. I beat his ass last night in the bowl. Shaw got so much to fucking to say. Shaw saying shit right now. Now 14 up. Now Shaw missing. Take your whole ass back to work, bitch ass nigga.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game. Well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They're going to look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jahan Dotson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there, handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell.
Bro, why the man throw the ball like that, bro? He wide open. Bryce, your ass getting the fuck up out of here, man. That's dumb as fuck, Bryce. How you underthrow the ball, bro, and I'm leading the pass?
Maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
picking it off. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I can't throw balls with this nigga Bryce, bro. God damn, bro. I don't know, bro. Damn, man.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Young's got his guys 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Tommy Tremble, 29 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
The Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. That one deep for London. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 40 seconds to go, that's, you'd think, time enough to try to mount a drive should they decide to do so. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Yes.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively.
I just need a quarterback, bro. This nigga can't really throw the ball deep, bro. Like, he got a problem. Defense snapping, though. Defense keeping me in the game.
Hugging it to your body and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A throw off his
How he dropped the ball?
It's going to wind up incomplete.
Bro, what?
It looked like the right time to dial up the running back screen.
This game, bro.
Right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 3rd and 4. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
I gotta say this.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin the next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the 3rd quarter. Curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly, I'm with you on that one. They coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The play fake. Now Young. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked off by Avion Terrell.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Looking middle and finding Branch. And he gets this one inside the 15. Just
I wonder how he in the middle of the field solo like that, bro, on a zone play.
Pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Penix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C.
That's me so horny. That's me so horny.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down and goal at the 8-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Young going to move him around. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Young. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Young to throw it. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. Down the left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
I shook that nigga so bad just now. Oh my God. And you see CPU ain't even blocked the last nigga? Do we see what just walking?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And we got a brand new ball game all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now Penix steps away. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To the air, Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score, Falcons 35, Panthers 28. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Young.
That one completes it again.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Young to throw it this time. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee.
Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Operating from the gun, Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
31-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Here's 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Time not an issue just yet, but we'll be watching the clock for sure. Here's 2nd down. Here's Young. That's caught. This is Coker. Into space at the 45. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
To number 18. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Here's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Young to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here comes second down at 5. Now Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
A 29-yard attempt.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
And that's how you win a fucking game, man. That's how you win the game, bro. That's how you do it. Never gave up. Down by multiple possessions. And we kept on fighting every time. One nigga go say, check the settings? What you gonna say, check the settings? How he do this?